The world holds many secrets and mysteries about our past, and sometimes we just have to dig deep, literally, to find the answers. Today, we're unearthing 15 of the most incredible recent discoveries. What's up, Factnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Watch out for our #1 pick to see what treasures our real-life Tomb Raiders found. Now, let's get our minds blown! Number 15. The Notosaur. Dinosaurs were wiped out 66 million years ago, but our Jurassic Park fantasies of seeing one up close may still be possible. Or is it? Sean Funk and other miners were working at the Millennium Mine in Alberta, Canada, when they hit something that felt harder than a rock. Soon, a pattern of sandy brown discs emerged, and further excavation revealed that it was an intact dinosaur fossil. The armored creature was a newly discovered species and was baptized the Notosaur. It is believed that the Notosaur was a herbivore and was antisocial. It measured 18 feet long and weighed nearly 3,000 pounds. Paleontologists say rare levels of fossilization on the excavated remains was caused by a rapid burial under the seabed. Amazed? We're just getting started! Wait till you see our #1 entry. Number 14. Mysterious Bronze Hand. In 2017, treasure hunters found what is, hands down, Europe's oldest metal body part, a small bronze hand buried in Switzerland's Lake Biel. The object was handed to archaeologists who traced it back to the Bronze Age between 1400 and 1500 BC. The bronze palm came with the bones of a middle-aged man, some gold foil, and bronze accessories. Experts are still trying to figure out its purpose, though. Was it part of a statue? Was it used as a scepter? Was it worn as a prosthetic? Or maybe it was Jaime Lannister's bronze hand from Game of Thrones?
Look at that.
Hopefully, we get to find out soon.
That's sexy.
Number 13. Ancient Bread Stove. The origins of bread were established during the agricultural revolution some 10,000 years ago. But these tiny black particles from an ancient site in Jordan's Black Desert proved that our ancestors broke bread way earlier than we thought. According to studies, these are dinner leftovers of the Stone Age hunter-gatherers known as the Natufians. The cellular structure of the charred remains resembled cereal grain species like wild einkorn, barley, or oats. The Natufians most likely made unleavened flat pita bread. This breakthrough predates the advent of agriculture by at least 4,000 years. Now, this is probably the greatest discovery since sliced bread. Number 12. Secrets of the Deep. An Anglo-Bulgarian research team made waves in the scientific world in 2018 when they uncovered one of the ocean's oldest secrets. No, it isn't the Atlantis, but close enough. About 2,000 meters below the Black Sea's surface lies the shipwreck of a Greek merchant vessel which dates back to 400 BC. It is hailed as the world's oldest known intact shipwreck, with its rudders, rowing benches, and mast almost unscathed. This ship says a lot about the technology and craftsmanship of those who made it. Researchers say it was preserved due to the water being anoxic or free of oxygen, and the location being too deep for hunters or divers to reach. Number 11. Ninja Club. What's the first rule of Ninja Club? You do not talk about Ninja Club! Or so this 300-year-old ninja oath says. This ancient manuscript was stored in a Japanese university but was never studied or translated until researchers rediscovered it in 2018. The oath was signed by Inosuke Kizu, who thanked his master for his ninjutsu training. He also vowed that he will never divulge his prized knowledge, not even to his family, for fear of receiving the wrath of 60 gods. Today, the secret is out, as the translated document has been posted online. You can actually check it out if you want to learn ninja skills and moves. Number 10. Kazakhstan's Stonehenge. A recent study traced the source of the mythical pillars at the prehistoric Stonehenge at about 230 kilometers away from the UNESCO World Heritage Site. But we still haven't cracked the mystery of why they are there. In 2010, a similar 120-hectare stone complex was identified in Kazakhstan. The stone pillars in this site had intricate carvings and were dated back around 1,500 years, younger than the Stonehenge. A silver saddle was also found in the site carrying images of what seemed to be lions attacking a wild boar. But at least scientists didn't hit a stone wall on this one, as studies suggest this structure was built by nomadic groups during the time of the Huns. Number 9. King Bear. Do you know how the ancient Inuit people of Alaska broke the ice? They talked about bear hunting. Seriously, in some native communities, tales are still being told about King Bear, a giant polar bear that is pretty much the equivalent of North America's Bigfoot. In 2014, a massive skull was found poking out of a cliff in what was formerly known as Barrow in Alaska. The cranium belonged to a polar bear, and scientists have measured it at 40 centimeters, bigger than any other bear species we know. Its back part was also strikingly different compared to other skulls. Scientists are planning to conduct DNA testing to learn more about its origin. Have we finally found King Bear? Were the tales real? The suspense is unbearable. Number 8. A Troy story. We've heard about the story of Troy, which began with Helen, who was married to King Menelaus, was seduced and taken by Paris of Troy. This resulted in the war that launched 1,000 ships. The legend also mentioned that the Trojan captives built a whole village called the ancient Greek city of Tyana. No one knew its location until archaeologist Eleni Korka learned about looters smuggling antique statues. Her investigation led to an excavation around the modern-day village of Chiliomodi in 2013, where they found remnants of a housing settlement with clay, stone, and marble floors, rare coins, graves, vases, and jewelry. These artifacts were traced back to the 4th century BC and suggested that the city built by prisoners was in fact very affluent. Is this the lost city of Tyana? Only time will tell. Number 7. Extraordinary! In 2019, or the so-called pre-COVID era, a 9-year-old boy was playing near the river in South China's Guangdong province when he saw something strange by the bridge. A recent trip to the Dinosaur Museum made him suspect it was a dinosaur egg, so his family informed the authorities. Lo and behold, the kid was right! They found not just one, but 11 dinosaur eggs dating back to the late Cretaceous age. According to the local museum, fossilized eggs in good condition are extremely rare. But you don't need to worry about a dino apocalypse because they won't hatch for sure. The eggs are now nesting at the Heiyuan Dinosaur Museum, where they will be repaired and examined further. Number 6. The Hidden Metropolis. The construction of a new road near the valley of Wadi Ara dug up one of the largest ancient cities ever found in Israel. The 5,000-year-old site was dubbed as the Bronze Age New York due to its complex structure. Just like the Big Apple, this prehistoric metropolis was once a concrete jungle. Around 6,000 inhabitants roamed its intricately designed residential and public areas, streets and alleys, while trading with different cultures and kingdoms. Millions of other tools, vessels, fossils, figurines, and other agricultural artifacts were also mined. I wonder if they had an antiquated version of the Statue of Liberty, too. Number 5. Oldest souvenir. When in Rome, buy funny souvenirs. That's what scientists learned from this ancient Roman stylus, which was discovered during excavation works for Bloomberg's London headquarters between 2010 and 2014. 200 iron styluses, used as a writing tool for wooden tablets, were unearthed together with 14,000 other archaeological artifacts dating back to 70 AD. The inscription in this one read, I have come from the city. I bring you a welcome gift with a sharp point that you may remember me. I ask, if fortune allowed, I might be able to give as generously as the way is long and as my purse is empty. Or loosely translated, I went to Rome and all I got you was this cheap pen. So, buying cheap novelty souvenirs is apparently an ancient tradition. Number 4. The Slavic Warrior. Archaeologists were exploring a Viking graveyard in the Danish island of Langeland when they exhumed the 1,000-year-old remains of a woman who was buried along with her axe. Since it was the only grave that had a weapon, experts assumed that she was a female Viking warrior. But her weapon of choice made researcher Leszek Gardula believe differently. His research confirmed that the weapon's roots were from the southern Baltic area, which meant that she was not a Viking but an axe-wielding Slavic warrior. Still sounds badass to me. Number 3. Ice Age fossils. Now this may look like something out of an Ice Age movie. In 2019, Los Angeles' authorities carved out 3 new underground train stations for the subway. But after digging 15 feet below the surface, a trove of Ice Age fossils started showing up. Paleontologists found saber-toothed cats, giant ground sloths, and to complete the Ice Age movie cast, a Columbian mammoth, which they named Hayden. But this is just the tip of the iceberg because they found 500 more fossils of other prehistoric animals. For Game of Thrones fans, you'd be thrilled to know they also found a dire wolf. Scientists discovered charcoal fragments in the sediment, which led them to suspect that some of the beasts were buried in mudslide after an ancient wildfire, which probably wasn't caused by dragons or a green flammable liquid. Number 2. Celtic Chariot burials. Mike Smith is a history junkie and a treasure hunter who really digs the past. One day in February 2018, he swept a field in Pembrokeshire in Wales, and his trusty metal detector sensed an object which appeared to be a Celtic horse harness. Mike thought he discovered a Celtic Chariot burial site where high-ranking tribe members were buried with their chariot and stallions. He told the experts about his findings, but they said there are no accounts of such practice in that part of the country. Soon, archaeologists visited the site and dated it back 2,000 years. The groundbreaking discovery uncovered a pair of chariot wheels which they thought belonged to a queen or a chieftain. Thanks to a metal detector, a previously unknown Celtic site was found. We're finally down to our number 1 pick, but before that, make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1. The Mummy. Egypt holds many archaeological treasures, but this recent discovery by tomb raiders in 2019 feels like a portal to the past. A research team was in Saqqara to document artifacts related to Pharaoh Djekkari Assesi of the 5th dynasty, which dates back 4,400 years ago. They came across this tomb, which had a tunnel entrance similar to that of a pyramid. The chamber was decorated with images and colors associated with royalty, and amazingly, the paintings remained vibrant after all these years. They also found the mummy of a nobleman believed to be Kui. But this special tomb had scientists asking what kind of relationship Kui had with the pharaoh. I'm pretty sure they'll do more digging. Which of these discoveries impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Craving for more of the incredible? Check out our list of the 10 lucky people who avoided disaster in unbelievable ways. Till then, stay curious, Factnatics, and see you in the next video.